ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross-Ade Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Florida State Seminoles. The Seminoles will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Purdue's offense will have the first possession of the game. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Let's talk for just a second about Purdue. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coach.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So Florida State's offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
He leaves it with his back. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single cut.
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 4th down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? He wants to throw it. Trying to find the end zone. And he will be stopped short or stop himself short of the line to gain. What was he thinking there?
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Got a little space.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. It's caught. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for room. It's Armour. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Carter. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
But how about the big fella right in the middle of this 3-4 defense getting the pass rush? He just anchors down and just pushes the interior of this offensive line right back into the lap of the quarterback.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the ground with the back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The Seminoles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Find some fresh air. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Now he's looking to throw it. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Fires left. Got his man downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warwick and Lavernius Coles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. But this guy can make some plays.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to throw again. Here comes the heat. Almost a D-lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
And the Seminoles come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Noles will try to punch it in on first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. That one never had a chance, incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Wide out trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. D showing blitz, they might be bluffing. Pressure coming. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Got the big tight end on the corner route. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Looking for a man. It's Carter. Throws to the tight end. Picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 30. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Noles!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. On the move, he fires. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Florida State. The defense putting points on the board. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got his man on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man down the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Seminoles can really attack on this second and short. Power football with the run. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that...
He's going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Zings it complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Noles have this offense rolling. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Seminoles have a lot of options on second and inches. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. They're going to run it to the right. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Looking for space, it's Foster. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass on second down. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown Seminoles.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Florida State 21, Purdue 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And the Boilermakers want to pick up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Carter. Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Finds his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Boilermakers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Just keep slinging it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moncrief. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's McClung.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the...
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll try the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking for room. It's Foster. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Going to the ground. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Clock still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. They think there's room to run to the right here. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update.
The Boilermakers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Not sure they had to adjust much. They'll try to build on this lead. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
And the Seminoles will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Pulls it in and looking upfield. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They were on the move the last time they had it. Unfortunately, an interception ruined that threat. Now to see if they can put something together and have it pay off in points. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Trying play action. Bringing the heat. Got her first down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target. And then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
And that looked like that was going to be a big play, running the drag route. The big fella, if he's able to catch that football, man, he's turning up the sideline and getting huge yardage.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Back to pass, it's Carter. Makes the grab. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
They go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And it's his 4th interception of the game. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40, the 20, he's at the 10. Touchdown, Noles! How about this defense taking one back to the house? Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Gonna run it. It's Armour. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because If he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. And the Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time. Turning it on! Got the first down. Looking for more. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Going to swing it on second down. Makes the grab on the left. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Let's see what they've got on second down. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He spins that thing down the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Off play action. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes a catch at the 15. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
He's got it and still on his feet. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
Drop play, quarterback keeps it. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Here's a heat. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Coming out with it, it's Robinson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Leaves it with the running back. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. On the run, it's Foster. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Wide open downfield. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Touchdown Seminoles! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Rolling the dice to bring it. The end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, they're after him. Can't connect on his first throw.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Guys, here comes... Florida State offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. New set of downs after the completion. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Hicks. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He wants to throw it again. Got his man quickly. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. Backs going for the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. Hard running there. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Boilermakers in a good spot here with second and short. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Gives it on the option. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. He leaves it with the back. Spins away from the defender. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. The Boilermakers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Right back to him on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. It's caught downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. The Boilermakers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Dumps it off in the flats. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start